people think of who runs schools, they think of the administrators and principals as making the most impact, but there's some individuals on a higher level shaping education for students all around our district. Hello, and thank you for joining me for this special edition of This is Arlington. I'm Noah Certion. Hey, the $20,000 isn't bad. Well, the sound of music has returned to AHS. The Arlington Tiger Band is working on this season's show. We've got a lot of fun segments lined up for you today, but first let's go ahead and take a look at our top stories this holiday season. We begin in Midtown, where they're ringing in the holiday season here locally. The Memphis Zoo is back with their zoo light display. Well, many students at Arlington High School who park in the baseball lot every day at school, when those students came back after winter break, they were surprised to find out that it was blocked off. There are now only 2 lots for students to park in. Not considering that only seniors can park in the senior lot, underclassmen can now only park in the general lot. Many students are not happy with this news and are being negatively impacted by it. The late arrival of students in the morning has significantly rose since this change. We talked to a few students at Arlington about their feelings on this change. President Donald Trump marked Black History Month at the White House last week, making an appearance at a celebratory reception. It comes in the wake of Trump issuing a wide-ranging executive order ending federal government's diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. All right, well, we just wrapped up our look at the cool, calculated world of the reptiles. Now let's change our pace entirely.
It's time to switch gears and brighten our day with a visit to one of the zoo's most delightful attractions, the Red Panda exhibit.
These charming mammals bring on a playful spark of whimsical energy that you simply can't resist.
Stick with us as we head over to meet the red pandas and enjoy their lively, heartwarming antics.
Well, big upgrades for AHS Tiger Life with an all-new live streaming media trailer. Students hope you can experience live events at Arlington like never before with this new trailer. Now, this trailer will allow for increased mobility from within the campus to away events. It will also cut down on setup time for the media department, as well as everything will be in reach. And most importantly, it will be able to air the events that we're most incapable of transmitting before here at Arlington High School. Well, just more things to be wary of this holiday season. All right, now it's time for some fun segments. Well, sometimes a hat is not just a hat. It can also tell the story about the person who wore it. A new exhibit recently opened at the Atlanta History Center called Hats of the King Family Women. Americans are estimated to spend an astounding $26 billion on Valentine's this year. Valentine's Day is the holiday known to buy flowers, stuffed animals, and chocolates for that special someone. Last year, Americans spent an estimated $23.9 billion on Valentine's, and the number is expected to increase to $26 billion this holiday. I know, Dr. Clark, while we're in the break, I know you got a little teary-eyed, a little emotional at that part when Brandon surprised you. I guess you've had Brandon with you in the district since 2nd grade. How has that been having your own son here with you all the time in the district? Well, all right, and for Brandon, for you, you've had your mom at Arlington Middle. You were actually at Arlington Middle when she was your principal, and now this year, your senior year, she's your superintendent and you're still in school. I guess, does that put any sort of pressure or anything on you having her at the district in these high-level capacities? Yeah, I know it's tough, but I saw that little smirk Brayden did over there. Maybe you got to go through that phone, maybe.
Yeah, maybe I need to start investigating at home.
Right, I'm not giving any ideas. I promise I'm not giving any ideas. Well, the power of literacy and education can be important for any child, but for some people, they don't have access to books. That's why one group of teens here in Arlington is making sure that every child here in the greater Memphis area has the power of literacy. Right now I'm joined by Peyton and Bryson Cantrell with Book It for Life. Thank you all for coming on the show.
Of course.
And I know a big topic for a lot of people, especially in the Tennessee legislature, for years has been that 4th grade reading retention law, holding 3rd graders back who aren't proficient on certain reading levels. I know you were talking about how passionate you were about that. How has that reading retention law, has that had any impact on how you all's outreach has been with your Book It for Life Club?
Yes.
Yeah, because those skills back then, they were like so important, like using the dictionary, not using encyclopedia, all that stuff. I can remember 2nd grade and Miss Tooker, she was like, you better learn how to use that dictionary because you're gonna have to one day. But I know your business, it goes far beyond just literacy. You have a business fair as well. Kind of talk to us about that. What is that all about? Well, we all know the way into someone's heart is with food, and you know what? Me too. So in the spirit of Valentine's Day, Sebastian Oliveros went out and baked a little special something for his loved ones. One woman in Arlington and Shelby County government is hoping that more young people of color will serve in these roles. And hey, good luck to all those setting New Year's resolutions for the new year. Well, the transition from middle to high school can be intimidating for anyone, and Arlington High wanted to help with that. they held their annual 8 to 9 day where current 8th graders got to tour the high school. And then this is probably the question that a lot of our viewers would want to know. For people like seniors, they've been through 3 principals and there have been changes every single year after that. So with you being new to the school, what are some changes that you would want to implement? You know, normally when you think of administrators and going through that role, they start at the classroom, work their way up, maybe get a spot in the district office, but now you're taking a step back into the school. What made you want to come back to the school level position?
Right, I
know, her food is so good. I've had the cookies, I've had the shrimp fried rice, I've had the tacos. It's so good. Like, that is some good food right there.
Anytime anybody wants some good sweets, I always recommend them to Sprinkles of Love, for sure.
And the reason I can barely fit the suit is because those cookies, like, I just keep eating them and eating them. They're so good. Like,
something about them is just, I don't know, you can taste the difference in quality.
You really can't describe it, but look, if y'all want those cookies, you gotta go follow her for that. Thanks so much, Sanaa. Thanks for watching. Be good to yourselves and others. We'll see you next time. Take care.